Home builders are in a lot of trouble. And if you think that the regular real estate market is bad, just wait until you see what is happening to the new home builders. Now, we know that we are in a crisis and we need a lot of homes. In Canada, we're short like 1 million homes. In the United States, we need like 6 million homes. So we need a lot of builders out there, but the situation that they're in is worse than we could have ever imagined. Let's get right into it, you guys. If we take a look at a couple of the articles of the day that I want to share with you, I want you just to try to pay attention because this is going to affect not just you, not just your purchases in the short term future, but the long term as well. So there was this really big article that came out today, and we're going to point your eyes to this article because it is super important. New home market very slow in September, and inventories are rising. Now, what does this mean? Now, this article was brought out to you by the Building Industry and Land Development Association. Now, this is about the Greater Toronto Area, but it doesn't really matter if this is just focusing on the Toronto area. It affects all the major cities, all the major countries that you're thinking of. Now, it's talking about the Greater Toronto Area, so a very large area, many, many millions of people, millions of homes. It is slow, but how slow? Well, below the 10-year average, and inventories are low. But, what does that actually mean? Now, it says new condominium apartments. Please pay attention to this. 289 units sold. 289. I'm not talking about 289,000, okay? 289 in a city that is millions and millions of people living here. 289. Okay, that is shockingly low. 289 units sold, 89% down. Wow. Single family homes, 45 units sold. I can't even believe that. 45 units? We saw more than 45 units in my mom's small town where there's 2,000 people that live there. 45. Unbelievable. Not 45,000. 45 homes. Now, we also have to have a comparison to this too. And let's just come back to this in a second. But I put up this little bit of a spreadsheet here. I just wanted to show you and let you know where we're at in approximately. Okay. So in 2021, if you can see here, 2021, there was for September home sales, 5,485 sales in a month, in the month of September. Okay. Only the month of September. 5,581. Now, this 1 year later in 2022, it is now 3,159, a 43% drop. So this is unbelievable. We've never seen anything like this before. So if you take a look at that, I mean, to me, this is something that we're going to have to be very, very, very cautious of in the near future. So if you look at it, 43% drop. I've never seen anything like this before. 43% drop. Unbelievable. So if you take that 43% drop, which is very, very concerning, now we have to look at what September condos were like, 2021 to 2022. 3,530 condos were sold in the month of September last year. This year, 1,773 units, 50% drop. So if we're going to understand these numbers, 43% drop, 50% drop. Now, already today, we have people that are going crazy and they're telling us, oh my goodness, David, the market is abysmal, that the market, there's only 50% of the homes are selling. Everything else is sitting on the market. Prices are down 25, 30%, depending on where you go. And then those are only down 50%. But please pay attention to what new condos are selling at. Let's pull that up. If we look at the new condos, the new homes, new construction homes sold last month, 45%, 45 of them, 96% drop. 45 homes, not 45,000. New condos across one of the biggest cities in North America, 289 homes, condos sold, 89% drop. We need to put this in perspective about what that loss is. This is the greatest loss that I've ever seen. I've never seen this many homes go under. So this kind of shock to me is crazy. Now, remember, when you have a bank and you and I as end users will go and get a mortgage on it, the home already has to be built. If any of you are familiar with how we operate when we're going to go get a new construction loan, the new construction loan, they'll give you a little bit of money to build the first bit, maybe the foundation. They come and inspect. Then they'll give you a little bit more money. Then you build the frame. Then they come and inspect. Then they come and they'll usually do it in thirds, right? But when you're a builder, those are higher risk loans, higher interest rates loans, more susceptible to it all. Those new construction and builder loans are very, very expensive, very hard to get, hard to maintain. And can you imagine your business if 96% drop in sales? You would go under, you'd go bankrupt. Now, if we lose all of our builders that are out there, who's going to build all of the homes that we need? Canada needs 1 million. United States needs 6 million. Yeah. Who's going to build them? And that is big, big, big problems. All right. So let's continue this article, you guys, that I want to share with you, because to me, we have to continue down that path, that rabbit hole, if you will. All right. So let's check out his article here. This article, I think, is important, even though it's so short. 96% down. So it says right now they have 4.5 months and 3.5 months of inventory respectively, but a balanced market should have 9 to 12 months inventory. So they could handle a lot more, for sure. We need more. But look at what the president says. Monetary policy and rising interest rates have stalled the market. Can we even say that it is stalled? 96%, maybe more than a stall, if you will, as an absolute crash. Okay. But inflation in construction and labor costs, elevating government fees, taxes, charges, and tight supply make significant price correction in new homes very unlikely. The solution remains significant, adding supply to the market, and this requires a wholesale change to the way we regulate, tax, and deliver new homes to the residents of the GTA. Now, I think it's important that we actually break that down, because this guy is actually spitting a lot of knowledge here in just a couple sentences. But his main point of what he is saying here is when we look at a purchase of a home, there is so many components. Of course, there's shingles and windows and wood and all those aspects, but every one of those pieces is more expensive now. You've been to the stores, you've been to the Rona and the Home Depot, and you've seen all of the stuff is more expensive. In addition, all the labor is more expensive. In addition to that, the governments are now charging a lot more on taxes and building fees, and the land is more expensive, and the labor to build it all is more expensive. Every aspect is more expensive, which is why he's saying that the costs are unlikely to go down to build new homes, which leads to what? We need millions of new properties, and there's no way to get the cost down in today's model. So what he is coming back with is that last sentence. The solution remains significantly adding to the supply, because we need millions of homes, but it requires a wholesale change to the way we regulate, tax, and deliver these new homes. But how do we do that? I mean, that is the multi-trillion-dollar question in Toronto, in Canada, in the United States, in a lot of different countries. Now, how do we do that? And the answer is, I don't know. But it has to involve all levels, between the people who are providing the product, the people who are building the products, how we tax it and regulate it. We need maybe less regulation. Maybe we need more competitors, more builders. We need more stuff. Like the famous Elon Musk always says, if we demonize all of the markets that are making us stuff, because when we look today, there's a lot of pressure, people that don't like oil. But remember, oil goes into shingles, goes into your cars, goes into the windows, goes into the carpet, goes into the piping, goes into everything. So I know that it's easy to say we don't like one product, but we have to see all the downward effects of it. Now, Elon Musk always says we need the stuff. If we don't build the stuff, there is no more stuff left, right? We can always create more money supply, but we can't create more stuff. We need to, as a world, be able to come together and figure out how we can build more housing cheaper. It is the only way. But we are facing monumental changes in the housing market. This is a historic event that has happened this year. It's a confluence of a lot of events, and we're going to see a lot shake out from this over the next 2 years. Please pay attention. Like I always say, the next 2 years of your life is going to dictate the next 2 decades. Now, I want you guys to do very, very well. We have a lot of courses and books that are going to be coming out to try to help you with this. Please remember to like and subscribe to this and just share it with one person. Give us a thumbs up. It would really help me out. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you like that video, you might like this one and maybe something like that.